the deconstruction. Voila. And so it begins. Ten wine barrels made in France from white oak. The Pinot Noir was cast in the Dundee Hills and aged. We made 3 prototypes before the final decision. We feel we're going to get 50 taps to a barrel. Taps will go through several stages before they're finished, the first being the milling. We'll do some quick sanding. After the sanding, we'll do a quick coat of oil. After a quick trip back from the Rogue farm, it's time for a little milling. Alright, there's the end of the first cut. I'm going to change the jig so I can do the little end cut. 100 beer taps. Ripped cut to uniform shape. And thrown in some safety features, these nice little brass pins, so that the handles don't get thrown and slam your finger. The ends, to square them on up. The tops are already squared. This one. Cut number 6. Cut number 5. Time to go to the table saw and do a little datoing. And that's it for the scrap. Cut number 7, cut number 8. And then there's sanding. And more sanding. And more sanding. Did I mention sanding? No detail too small for the Rogue Nation. Then I drill 1.5 inches deep for the beer insert thread. Beer tap insert with special tool. Handles have been pre-drilled 1.5 inches deep, and each one is hand threaded on to make sure that we have a nice straight up and down beer tap. 45 seconds later, we have a handle ready for a tap. Now that the beer tap inserts are screwed into place, there's one last thing to do before assembly, and that's cut a dado into the end for the topper. The last thing we needed to do before assembly was cut that nice little dado in there for the topper. The second part of the assembly is a nice bead of adhesive construction to the back of the faceplate. 2-inch masking tape. What we're doing is centering them on up by eye and hand, and then a little bit of tape right in the center, and we make 2 round things flat, just like that. And then there's a bunch of drilling. Followed by a rivet set. Each faceplate gets 4 brass rivets. And there we have the faceplate attached. And we use Type Bomb Premium Weatherproof 2. Shaft, topper, put them together. Make sure you center it up. Take out your wet rag. Clean out the excess glue. Make sure everything's still nice and straight. And voila. And the last step in the production is 2 coats of oil and a little dry time. And you can go to any Rogue pub or brewery and get yourself a Chatoe Rogue. Or if you want your own handmade wine barrel beer tap, go to rogue.com, and remember, grow your own.